In the heart of the dense jungle where sunlight barely kissed the forest floor, a young girl named Maya found refuge. Having escaped the chaos of the city, she was drawn to the wild, seeking solace among the towering trees and whispering leaves. Maya felt an unspoken connection with the vibrant life around her, as if the jungle held secrets only she could uncover. Each day she ventured deeper into the emerald depths, her heart racing with anticipation and wonder. One fateful afternoon, while exploring a hidden glade, Maya stumbled upon a wounded leopard. Its golden eyes reflected pain and fear, yet there was a spark of trust in them. Cautiously, Maya approached, her heart pounding, each step a leap of faith. With gentle hands, she tended to the leopard's injury, her touch soft yet purposeful. As she worked, a bond began to blossom, an understanding forged by compassion transcending species. The leopard, whom she named Kiran, slowly healed, and a friendship unlike any other took root. Days turned into weeks, and together, Maya and Kiran traversed the jungle, observing the nuances of life around them. They marveled at the chorus of chirping birds and the rustling of leaves, a symphony that celebrated their partnership. Maya learned the language of the jungle, deciphering the rustles and calls, while Kiran guided her through hidden paths, revealing the wonders of their shared world. Their hearts beat in unison, an emotional dance of joy and understanding as they celebrated their connection with nature and each other. However, harmony was soon disrupted when poachers invaded their sanctuary. The jungle trembled under the weight of greed, and fear seeped into every creature's heart. Maya, knowing her bond with Kiran was threatened, rallied the animals, the wise elephants, the swift monkeys, and the vibrant birds, to stand united. Together, they crafted a plan to protect their home and each other, a testament to the strength of their newfound family forged through kindness and courage. In the face of adversity, Maya realized that love could bridge any divide. With Kiran by her side, they confronted the poachers, a powerful force of nature standing tall against destruction. Their bravery illuminated the path to a brighter future, reminding all that love and compassion were the true architects of harmony in the jungle. In that sacred space, humans and animals became one, woven into the rich tapestry of life, forever bound by shared emotions and indomitable spirit. Once upon a time, in a small American town surrounded by lush green forests, there lived a girl named Lily. She was a curious soul, captivated by the wonders of nature and often found wandering through the woods with a little notebook in hand, sketching the beauty around her. One sunny afternoon, deep in her explorations, she stumbled upon a tiny, shivering fox caught in a thicket of brambles. Her heart melted at the sight of the frightened creature, and without a second thought she knelt down to help. As she carefully disentangled the fox from the sharp thorns, their eyes met, and an undeniable connection sparked. The fox, with its brilliant orange fur and soulful gaze, seemed to sense Lily's kindness. Once freed, it didn't run away. Instead, it lingered nearby, seemingly grateful and intrigued. Lily named her new friend Rusty, and from that day forward, an extraordinary bond blossomed between them. They became inseparable, with Rusty following Lily on her adventures, exploring meadows and playing hide-and-seek among the trees. Their days were filled with laughter and exploration. Lily shared her dreams with Rusty, telling him about wanting to become an artist and make a difference in the world. Rusty, in his furry, silent way, seemed to encourage her, illuminating her journey with his presence. However, as the seasons changed, the challenges of the outside world crept in. The harsh winter loomed, and Lily worried about Rusty finding food in the snow-covered forest. With determination, she started leaving food near their meeting spot. To her surprise, she found that Rusty would bring his fox friends, turning their bond into a delightful gathering under the trees. One blustery morning, Lily found a note in her mailbox announcing that the forest would be cleared for a new development project. Alarmed, she knew she had to act. Together with her friends and inspired by Rusty's loyalty, she organized a community effort to save the forest. They rallied together, creating posters, writing letters, and speaking out. Although the task was daunting, the unity and passion ignited by Lily's fierce dedication sparked hope. The day of the final decision arrived. With a crowd standing up for the forest, Lily shared Rusty's story, intertwining her love for nature with the emotions of those around her. The officials listened, their hearts softening to the impact on both wildlife and community. When the decision to preserve the forest was announced, tears of joy streamed down Lily's cheeks, Rusty playfully darting around her as if celebrating their victory. In that moment, a girl and her furry friend changed the course of their worlds. In a quiet town, Nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines lived a young girl with a heart full of dreams and an undying love for animals. Among her closest companions was a scruffy little dog named Max, who, with his wagging tail and soulful eyes, filled her days with boundless joy and adventure. Together, they explored meadows, chased butterflies, and shared secrets under the starry night sky, their bond deepening with every shared moment. One fateful day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the landscape, the girl and Max ventured farther than ever before. Laughter filled the air, but in an instant, the joyous atmosphere turned somber when they stumbled upon a wounded deer lying silently among the brush. The girl knelt beside the fragile creature, her heart aching at the sight of its suffering. Without a second thought, Max gently nuzzled the deer, a silent promise of comfort from one soul to another, alarming the girl with his instincts of empathy. Determined to help, they made their way to the local veterinarian. A journey fraught with challenges. The girl carried the deer while Max trotted ahead, barking encouragement and guiding them home. Along the way, they encountered obstacles, a steep hill, thorny bushes, but the unwavering loyalty of Max shone through. With each step, the girl felt the connection they shared grow stronger, united by love and compassion. Eventually, they arrived at the clinic, where the dedicated veterinarian worked tirelessly to mend the fragile creature's wounds. The bond between the animals and the girl illustrated a powerful truth, that love knows no boundaries and compassion can bridge even the widest gaps. Days turned to weeks, and the deer slowly regained its strength, nurtured by the unwavering love of the girl and Max. The day finally arrived when the deer was ready to return to where it belonged. With hearts entwined, they led the deer back to the meadow, the sun glowing brightly as if celebrating their triumph. In that bittersweet moment, tears filled the girl's eyes as she released the deer, knowing their lives had forever been intertwined. Max sat proudly by her side, his bond with her strengthened through shared love and sacrifice. The deer bounded into the wild, a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of compassion, leaving behind an indelible mark on their hearts. In the heart of a dense, misty forest hidden from the bustle of urban life, lies a community known for its eerie legends about the creatures that dwell within. The townsfolk rarely venture into the woods after dusk, their whispers warning of encounters that even the bravest of souls struggle to recount. Despite this caution, a group of adventurous friends decides to explore these woods one fateful night, driven by curiosity and a thirst for thrill. As they trek deeper into the forest, the canopy above thickens, shrouding their path in shadows. The atmosphere crackles with an unexplainable energy, each rustle of leaves sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, a haunting howl pierces the night air, sending the group into a nervous frenzy. They pause, hearts racing, as distant eyes glow like embers in the darkness, hinting at the presence of something unseen yet very much alive. Fear mingles with excitement as they forge ahead, drawn by the allure of the unknown. With each step, they uncover remnants of past encounters, claw marks etched into trees, the ghostly silhouettes of deer standing sentinel in the gloom. Then, in a clearing illuminated by the pale moonlight, they stumble upon an abandoned cabin, whispered to be a sanctuary for the wild creatures of the forest. An odd sense of belonging washes over them as they investigate, but it's short-lived. A loud crash erupts from behind the cabin, reverberating through the woods, awakening every primal instinct within them. In a bolting panic, they dart towards the sound, adrenaline igniting their movements. What they find, however, defies imagination. Emerging from the shadows is a massive wolf, its fur glistening like silver under the moon. It stands protectively beside a young bear cub, trapped in a tangle of vines. The wolf's piercing gaze locks onto the friends, seemingly assessing whether they are friend or foe. In that moment, the group realizes the thin veil between fear and respect for the natural world. Overcoming their initial panic, they cautiously approach, unfolding their hands as universal gestures of goodwill. Each beat of their hearts increases as they work together to free the cub, their bond tightening with every synchronized effort. As the last vine releases its grip, the cub springs into action. The wolf watches quietly, a guardian ready to protect its young. The friends breathe a sigh of relief, realizing they have forged a fleeting yet profound connection with these magnificent creatures. With grateful hearts and exhilarated spirits, they retreat from the woods, forever changed by the excitement of the encounter. They leave behind a piece of themselves in the forest, where thrill, suspense, and the wild beauty of nature intertwine in a timeless dance. In the heart of a sprawling forest, a group of friends set out on a hiking adventure. Laughter filled the air as they trekked deeper into the wilderness, unaware of the thrill that awaited them. As sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, they stumbled upon an abandoned cabin, its chipped paint and shattered windows whispering tales of the past. Curiosity propelled them inside, each creaking floorboard echoing their cautious steps. Suddenly, a rustle outside shattered the eerie silence. Peering through the cracked window, they caught a glimpse of a majestic bear ambling near the edge of the woods, its powerful frame casting a shadow against the evening light. The thrill of sighting such a creature ignited a fire within them, urging them to capture the moment on their phones. Suddenly, a chilling sound broke the calm. A low growl resonated from behind them. Turning in unison, they found themselves face to face with the bear, its eyes glimmering with curiosity and a hint of menace. Hearts raced as they backed away slowly, instinctively slipping into survival mode. The bear, intrigued but unthreatened, began to circle them, testing the boundaries of this unexpected encounter. In a rush of adrenaline, one friend recalled a technique for distracting wild animals. They grabbed a backpack and slowly started tossing small items away from their group. The bear paused, momentarily captivated by the unexpected treasures flung from the bag. Laughter mingled with terror. Could this wild beast be swayed by such antics? As the bear pawed at the items, their momentary relief shattered when it drew closer, sniffing the air in that heartbeat. Time seemed to stretch. The friends strategically assembled behind one another, forming a protective barrier. The thrill of danger elevated their sense of camaraderie. Together, they were more than individuals against nature. They were a united front. In a sudden burst of bravery, they decided to leave the cabin, moving cautiously towards the path. An exit seemed nearer with every step, yet the bear remained a looming presence, intrigued but cautious. Just as they reached the edge of the woods, a loud crack echoed through the trees, a fallen branch. The bear paused, startled, and they seized the moment, sprinting into the safety of the thicket, adrenaline coursing through their veins. They emerged from the woods breathless, exchanging glances filled with incredulity and exhilaration. This encounter would become their unforgettable tale, a thrilling testament to the unpredictable harmony between humans and nature, a reminder of the wild connections that tower over our daily lives. In the heart of a sprawling national park, adventure beckoned as a lone hiker set foot on an unmarked trail, the rustling leaves whispering warnings of the unknown. The sun filtered through the dense canopy, casting eerie shadows that danced along the path. With each step, the thrill of discovery mingled with an underlying current of suspense, hinting at the wild encounters that lay ahead. Suddenly, a low growl disrupted the tranquil ambiance, sending chills down the hiker's spine. The hair on the back of their neck stood on end as they turned to catch a glimpse of the source. There, partially hidden by the foliage, a majestic but menacing wolf emerged, its piercing gaze locked onto the hiker, embodying the very essence of the untamed wilderness. The air thickened with tension as time seemed to stand still, and the hiker felt an instant rush of adrenaline. With heart racing and breath shallow, the hiker backed away slowly, every rustle in the underbrush amplifying the sound of their pounding heartbeat. The wolf, curious yet cautious, advanced a step, its instincts battling curiosity and hunger. In that electrifying moment, the hiker knew they were being watched, not just by the wolf but by the unseen forces of nature that had a story of their own to tell. Now trapped in a standoff, the hiker vividly recalled tales of survival against the wild, where humans and animals connected in extraordinary ways. Furtive glances exchanged between the hiker and the wolf ignited a sense of understanding, a silent communication that transcended language. The hiker remembered to breathe deeply, feeling the pulse of the forest around them, rich with both danger and beauty. Just as suddenly as it had begun, the moment shifted. A powerful rustle echoed through the trees, signaling the presence of an unseen threat. A bear crashing through the underbrush, causing the hiker to freeze. The wolf, instinctively aware of the danger, momentarily broke eye contact with the hiker, allowing just enough time to consider an escape. In an exhilarating burst of instinct, the hiker turned and fled down the trail, the animals mirroring their movement, caught in the chaos of survival. Both predator and prey engaged in a primal dance. Who would outlast the other? As the forest erupted into a cacophony of sounds, the hiker dashed forward, propelled by the thrill of life, forging an electrifying bond with the wilderness that would linger long after the encounter. In the heart of a vast American wilderness, a seasoned hiker named Alex set forth, with an insatiable desire to uncover the hidden beauty of the untamed lands. Twisting trails beneath a canopy of ancient trees beckoned him, but little did he know that a gripping tale of survival awaited him, one that would intertwine human determination with unpredictable animal instincts. As nightfall approached, Alex found himself navigating through an eerie silence that enveloped the woods. Suddenly, the rustle of leaves shattered the stillness, sending chills down his spine. Peering into the dimly lit thicket, his pulse quickened when two gleaming eyes emerged. A majestic wolf, stalking him with a graceful yet menacing stride. In that moment, time froze as he felt the electrifying weight of instinct and survival hanging in the balance. Adrenaline coursed through his veins as Alex began to retreat, mindful that he was an intruder in the wolf's territory. With a swift motion, he climbed a rocky outcrop, seeking refuge and a moment to collect his thoughts. The wolf circled below, its growl reverberating like a thunderous warning. A storm was brewing, not just in the skies above, but within the heart of the wild. He realized he was not merely hiking. He was part of a primal dance of predator and prey. As the storm unleashed its fury, the wolf became more than just an animal in Alex's eyes. It embodied the raw, fierce spirit of the wilderness that he had come to admire. With the heavens opening, both man and beast became enveloped in cascading rain, a moment of undeniable connection amidst the chaos. Then, to his surprise, the wolf hesitated and turned away, drawn by the rumble of thunder. Alex seized the opportunity, heart racing to escape the perilous moment, pushing onward, invigorated by the encounter. He stumbled upon an injured bear cub caught in a trap, a grotesque reminder of humankind's encroachment upon nature. With a mix of peril and empathy, he devised a plan to free the cub, knowing full well the protective mother was likely watching from a distance. As he approached the trap, the air thickened with suspense, every rustle around him filled with the possibility of danger. Would his next moment be triumphant or catastrophic? Against the backdrop of the wild, overwhelmed with uncertainty, Alex's heart hammered for the life he was about to change. The gripping interaction between human and animal merged to create an extraordinary testament to courage, forging a bond that transcended fear. It was a reminder that the wild is both beautiful and brutal, where every heartbeat counts and survival is the ultimate thrill. In the heart of a sprawling national park, where dense forest whispered ancient secrets, a group of friends embarked on a hiking adventure, unaware of the peril that awaited them. The thrill of exploration surged through their veins as they traversed rugged trails, birds soaring above them and leaves crunching beneath their feet. A sense of camaraderie blossomed, their laughter echoing through the trees until an eerie silence fell upon them, as if nature itself was holding its breath. Suddenly, a frantic rustle in the underbrush drew their attention. As they turned, they came face to face with a massive grizzly bear, its fur glistening in the sunlight yet carrying an air of danger. The thrill of the moment turned to sheer terror as the bear's gaze locked onto them, calculating its next move. In that heartbeat, instincts kicked in and the friends quickly realized they were intruding on the animal's territory. Their hearts raced as they slowly backed away, the bear's growls reverberating like thunder through the forest. Just as panic surged, an unexpected ally emerged from the shadows. A wise old wolf, its eyes gleaming with intelligence. This seasoned survivor stood tall beside the bear, a protector of the wild seemingly drawn into the showdown. The tension was palpable as the friends watched, torn between fear and awe. The wolf circled skillfully, providing a buffer and distracting the bear, showcasing nature's intricate dance of survival. The group stood frozen, mesmerized by the unfolding drama, realizing the profound bond that existed between the two animals. As they observed, the reality of their situation began to settle in. They were mere spectators to a timeless story of instinct and rhythm in the wild. After a moment of intense standoff, the bear growled one last time before retreating, yielding to the presence of the wolf, who seemed to nod wisely at the humans. Heartbeats slowed, breaths became steadier, and the friends found themselves interconnected with these majestic creatures in a way they never expected. This pulse of raw nature, so pure it shook their core, ignited a newfound appreciation for the delicate balance of survival. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and gold, they moved forward, forever marked by their encounter, carrying with them the thrilling reminder that they are part of a far greater story.